Hey guys, Alkali and I here to talk to you about Hearthstone's recent announcement of their announcement post that they put on Twitter, Facebook, and their launcher. So it's not an official post per se on what's going to be coming. It is a GIF that's teasing what's going to be coming. And Hearthstone is definitely toying with us here. And there's a lot to be seen in the image. The image shown talks about something cool coming on March 17th, and there is what I believe to be a lot of Easter eggs in the image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the teaser GIF, and we're going to talk about what can be seen in the image. I'm going to share with you other people's comments from Twitter, Reddit, and Facebook, and we're going to compare them and see which theories reign supreme, what we think might be coming on March 17th, and I'm going to go super deep into my WoW lore nerd gooberiness and share what I know with you based on what I see in the image only. No information will be leaked from the Hearthstone Summit in case you were, here for something like that. My lips are sealed. I'm only going to talk to you about what can be seen and interpret the information given. So first things first, we're going to go to the launcher. I understand not all of you have Twitter or check Reddit. So if you go to Blizzard's launcher page for Hearthstone, you'll see this rotating banner here that you can click through, and you'll see the image teased here. And it's just a very quick GIF. We see some lightning. It's really fast. So if you stare at it too long looking for more things, you're not going to see them. It's just the same image repeated. So you can click here. Takes you to the Twitter post where I'm going to analyze a lot of comments and share with you what people think it means. First off, let's talk about what I can see in the image. So right away, the first things I saw were 8 cards. Now these are classic cards. There's not a new design they're interesting. There's not a new design that they're showing us here. They're showing us an old design. So I have to think that that has some sort of significance. After meeting the Hearthstone team, when I went to the Hearthstone Summit, I realized just how dorky they are and how really dedicated to capturing the spirit of World of Warcraft and putting that into the Hearthstone card game. And they're World of Warcraft players themselves, and they're really passionate about Hearthstone. I don't think for 1 second that anything in this image was just happenstance. They planned all of it. So 8 classic cards. Are they floating away? Does this mean they're leaving us? Are they adding 8 cards to classic? Are we gonna get? Are they increasing the classic card set? I find the significance has to be somewhere with that. So the 8 cards was the first thing I noticed. The second thing, which I think is very important, is we have Lunara, we have Medivh, and we have Morgul. Medivh is probably one of the most famous mages in World of Warcraft lore. And he's very, he's got a really cool story. So I encourage you to look up his story. And Lunara, of course, is the daughter of Cenarius, very important to the Druid class, I would imagine. And Morgul was a character that was actually created for Hearthstone and was eventually added into the WoW universe after being a Hearthstone character first, which is very interesting. So we have these 3 heroes, and that's the first thing you can see. What you can't see easily, and what I noticed after watching this many, many times, let me see if I can freeze it for you, is, hold on, ooh, here. All right, look between Morgul's fingers? But what do you call those? I don't know. You see another figure here, so I'm going to play it again so you can watch in that area and see that there's another shadowy figure. So here we go. Check it out. It took me a few times watching this before I saw it. Pausing here again. Also check it out. The bottom of the shadowy figure is cloth, not armor, right? Or, I mean, I guess it could be a cape, but my instant thoughts went to cloth. So this is either a priest or a mage. From my thoughts, again, I could be wrong. It could be a cape. I could be reading way too much into it. But this speaks to me. I'm leaning towards mage when I look at the image, but I'm not quite sure. You let me know in your comments below. I mean, again, I could be a cape and I'm reading way too much into it. Now let's look deeper into the image. I'm gonna pause when the lightning comes across, right? Ooh, nope, too bright. This is a good pause. That is a floating island for sure. Now, floating islands are very significant in World of Warcraft for a lot of reasons. Primarily, the first one that I can think of is the home world of the orcs, Draenor. I mean, it was like shattered to smithereens, and it's a floating island, a floating world of islands now. So the first thing I think of is that, which leads me to think of the Burning Crusade, and oh my gosh, a lot of traditional WoW characters come from that timeline, and I'm so freaking excited. Beyond that, we have what looks to me like a building, because this is definitely an entrance. When you play WoW, I play WoW Classic, you guys, so my knowledge as far as different expansions in WoW is limited, and I will admit that here because I don't want anybody to call me out like a fake nerd girl. She doesn't even play the game. Oh, you know, I read all the books. I'm super obsessed with WoW lore, WoW culture. My bookshelves are filled with WoW books. I've read them all. And I'm pretty well versed in the worlds and the different timelines and the different, well, all of it. I just love it all. But this to me looks like a building. That looks like a curved entrance. Some people are saying throne, and I'll read those in the comments, but my first instinct is to say that is a building with a really cool arched entrance. Now that could be a castle, that could be, oh, it could be so many things. So many things have that entrance, right? So, I don't know, but to me it looks like a building, and I think that's the most, well, there's one more piece of information. Medivh, Morgul, and Lunara all seem to be like frozen in stone. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more too. I don't know as much about that, but as we get to the comments and interpreting the comments, a lot of Jade vibe things come up. So you've heard my interpretation. Now let's go to the comments and see what people have to say. So now we're going to go directly to the comments and to see what you all have to say. So this is from Play Hearthstone's Twitter account. We'll start here first. We'll go into Reddit in a bit. Also, I forgot to mention earlier that there is quite a bit of lightning, and Hearthstone does say a storm is coming. So that really factors in to what a lot of people think in the comments. I think they added it for effect, but then again, you know what? I'm the one that said that they don't do anything by accident. So that is for a reason. I just don't know what it is. All right, so right off the bat, we have Diego saying, with Lunara, Medivh, and Morgul shown in the teaser, could the Thunder King be causing a storm? Well, I don't know. That's a great theory, and a lot of people seem to have that same theory. I just realized that this guy saying yes over and over, Thor here, is just going to be in my YouTube video, but it's all right. My only issue with this statement, even though it's very plausible, is that we've already had the Thunder King in the game. He's a shaman card, and a really cool shaman card at that. Is there room to bring the Thunder King back into the game more as a hero? I don't know. Eric seems to think, or a new alt hero, so maybe. Okay, let's scroll down more. Here's a mention of Naga. Now, the Naga definitely would have place in this if those are the floating islands of the former Draenor, because the Naga played a part in the Burning Crusade as well. So that kind of factors into what I was originally thinking. Maybe, I don't know, but it seems like a lot of people would love to have the Naga in the game, and I would too. Bring on the Naga. Let's go. Let's see. Unchain Raza? No. Oh, boy. A lot of people seem to be thinking elemental expansion because of the lightning. That would make sense as well. So it seems like a lot of people are really stuck on the lightning thing. A storm is coming. More information here. By the looks of it, statues are definitely a Mogu thing, but the thunder can indicate that we're going to the Isle of Thunder for something. But I'm quite confused about the flying island in the background. Okay, so this is where I think people's thoughts divide. You know how I feel about the floating island in the background, but one area of WoW lore and just World of Warcraft information I don't really have is much about the Isle of Thunder, and this seems to be something that a lot of people have brought up, is the Isle of Thunder. Am I wrong in what I'm thinking? Because so many people keep referencing the Isle of Thunder. Here we go again. Looks to me like Stormheim or more likely Isle of Thunder. Here we have a Hellstorm. Very interesting. And back again to Mogu here. We have, that looks like Pandaria, something Jade, Witch, or Mogu. Again over here with the Nagas. And then Crunch here, referencing Lunara, Medivh, and Morgul being turned into stone. This guy, Nocturne, saying, I'm getting Jade Golem vibes. So the whole Medivh, Lunara, and Morgul turned into stone and referencing Jade Golems, I just... Again, I feel like that's already been done. So as much as I see it in the picture, I just... If they're gonna go Jade again, I would just be confused why they would revisit that, but they're clearly turned stone for some reason, and I just can't seem to connect it. It seems like we're in very different areas of the worlds here. Like, a lot is going on with this picture. WNK here seems to be putting a lot more information in front of us. Morgul equals deep water expansion. Again, there's some Naga that could go in with that. They are a civilization underwater. Lunara, Emerald Dream expansion, or something akin to Wild Gods. Hence her dad is Cenarius. And Medivh, return to Karajan or Burning Legion. So Burning Legion, again, going with... the floating island of Draenor, so maybe that is why Medivh is there. What I'm not really connecting is the Emerald Dream expansion, the Jade statues. That this is where it's all not connecting. So I know I keep repeating that. We have Mad Dog Mitch here. Is that Nagrand? That's the Outlands, or like the floating islands of Draenor. That's what he's referencing there. And then Illidan, Draenor, and Orcs. Something big. I don't know. A coronavirus is coming. Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez, people. Here we have Kyle Wintersblade. I reject my previous reply. It's the Throne of the Elements in Nagrand. So yet another Nagrand reference. You people really know your WoW lore, and I can say I'm impressed. Here we have Noon here. Please, no Jades. I am of the same sentiment, Noon. Please, no Jades. Now we're going to head over to Reddit for a theory that I thought was well written and well comprised. Let's see. User iDivashik says, next expansion will take place in Pandaria, and it's about Mogu. And they go on quite in detail here to talk about the Thunder King and Mogu Cultist and Highkeeper Ra. And it's a very interesting read. What's more interesting is how people relate to it in the comments. But this was the area I mentioned I am less informed on. And it's a very good theory. It definitely pulls in the comment Hearthstone made about a storm is coming. There's 81 comments on this. Read this at your leisure. It seems to make some very, very good points. And I, for one, can say I could be totally wrong about my theory after reading this. So give it some thought. Take a look at it. See what you think. We're going to head on over next to the Facebook page. So on the Facebook page, we see a lot of comments here. Facebook seems to be less informed on their WoW lore compared to those on Twitter, because we get a lot of angry comments and a bunch of people bothered. But we do have Dane here saying, I have a feeling this expansion is going to take place in Najatar with the Nagas. Again, Nagas have really been brought up here. I don't see them in the image, so I can't comment on it. All I'm commenting on is what I can see in the image. And as far as what's shown, nothing really shouting Naga at me, but I would love to see Nagas. Time for more Shaman Stone, as someone says. Are those heroes frozen in stone? Seems to be that they are. And that's it for Facebook. Facebook didn't contribute much in the way of helpful comments. And lastly, we're going to look at the image one more time to see if there's anything I can take from it, anything of value that I may have missed. So back to the launcher here, and we have the GIF in front of us. Again, lightning. Let's see if I can take anything more from it. Oh, you know what? In the launcher, oh, let's go back to that. It shows the figure better. Wait a minute, it doesn't do that in the image on Twitter. Oh, wow. I just found something. Okay, I wish I could get it to freeze on this. You definitely see the shadowy figure on the launcher way more than in the other image. Okay. Watch the video on the launcher, you guys. It is much better. I wish I could get it to stay on it longer, but every time I click on it, it takes me to the Twitter GIF. And I definitely can see in the right upper hand corner here more of that dark building. There's definitely another entrance there, another curved archway. So this even strengthens my theory about there being a certain building that's going to be impactful. I don't know, something I'm missing there. Maybe you guys can connect that for me in the comments. So please help connect for me the things that you see in the GIF only. It's definitely interesting to go on big arcs and talk about all sorts of things, but it really won't matter if it's not in the image. So what do you see in the image? What am I missing? Tell me your thoughts. Put them in the comments. If you like commentary like this and these types of Hearthstone related videos, please hit like and subscribe. I'm going to be bringing more of these as the announcements come from the Hearthstone team. I cannot wait for them to give us the next piece of information, and you better believe my thoughts on it will be here. Thank you so much, you guys, and I will chat with you later.